Okay. Should be back. Fingers crossed. Let's continue. There is a woman sitting at her desk holding a powerful magnifying glass in her hand. She is examining a huge cockroach chained to a stone platform and twitching grossly. She straightens up when she sees you enter. She looks down at the cockroach with a combination of fascination and revulsion. It looks back up at her. I'm doing research on this vile beast. Is there lots of research happening in this fortress? Yes, now. Many mages have come here to try and figure out where the monsters are coming from and how to deal with them. Have you discovered anything interesting about the roaches? Not yet. I know you wiped the roaches out, but we still need to figure out how they were made. Otherwise, the next plague to appear will cause great harm. She pokes it. It tries to bite her finger. But I'm sure you have other areas of interest. I suppose. Do you know who I am? I think so. We were told that you Avernites might be coming and that we should assist you if possible. I know several spells of great power. I can teach you. Teach me some spells. I already know them all. Who are you? Shane. A dour priest sits at his desk examining a vial of ochre slime. He looks up at you, recognizes you, and sighs. I'm Shane of the Anima, he says grimly. There are journals and monster samples on the desk in front of him, and a large sack bulging with scrolls at his feet. An Anima member in an Empire fortress? Indeed. They heard that I was a sage. I studied the beasts of the wild, looking for ways to use their parts to replace magical spells. Empress Prazak is very practical. She works with what she has. What do you do here in the fortress? Well, I did have my own work too. Profitable, but I had to interrupt it when I was forced to come here. Since I was an expert on monsters, they enlisted me and made me come here to do research on the monster plagues. What was your profitable business? I had a thriving trade in items, highly reliable and handcrafted, crafted from monster samples I found. They can duplicate the effects of spells without violating my principles. I did bring some with me when I was forced to come here in the hope of wresting some profit from this tedious exercise. Care to purchase some? Where did you get that slime? It was brought to me from southern Valorim before the continent was quarantined. Someone had to trudge the whole length of that backwater just to bring me this. What did you learn about it? It was magically created, of course, like all giant slimes, but it is an all-new creation, not an adaptation of an existing design. Remarkable. Must have been made by a powerful magical talent. I'm looking for something called the Grimoire of Thren. Do you have one? No, never heard of it, I think. He stops for a moment. Wait, the alchemist. He said he found a tome the other day. He reads a lot. He might know. I would like to learn some rituals. Nice. Do you have anything to trade? You have a lot of rods that I don't really care about. Thanks, dude. Let's go talk to the alchemist again. I'm looking for something called the Grimoire of Thren. Cerulean the librarian and Moon is waiting for it. Oh, is that so? One of the pages brought it to me. It was stuck here when the quarantine started. He leaves the room for a few minutes and then returns with the book. He hands it to you. It's large and black and smells faintly of smoke. It doesn't make a bit of sense to me, random mumblings from the look of things. I hope Cerulean could make better use of it than I did. Cool. Blackcrag Fortress is guarded by hordes of the Empire's finest soldiers. They are studious, pretending that you aren't there. You don't exist to them. Your words aren't acknowledged, your questions go unanswered. I also have a fuckload of money, I don't really need to steal things. As you walk through this small private garden, you are blinded by flashes of light. They are in front and behind you. When your vision clears, you see several Empire warriors. One of them says, "You're a bad influence, worm. We won't let you do more damage," and they attack. But why? But why though? No, you want to use this. Wait. Wait. Leave my healer alone. Let my people go. The Cap of Farsight. I don't know if this is actually the way they want me to go, or if this is like... Vladimir, speak with me. I assist the Empress. An officious bureaucrat stands by the door to the throne room, waiting. He sniffs slightly as you approach. When you try to introduce yourself, he doesn't pay attention. He's been told all about you. Chief Valerim Lazen Vladimir at your service. What are you doing here? Waiting for you. I assume you wish to see Empress Prazak. Mm-hmm. I do. Well, she wishes to see you. However, the situation has several complexities. Why? Everything is currently unstable. Certain factions, should they find the Empress is dealing with Avernites, would become very aggravated, and there would be difficulties. Serious difficulties. What sort of difficulties would they cause? He draws his finger horizontally across his neck. I'm sure you understand. Of course, I may give you permission to enter, but you have to request it. So I have to ask to go through that door? Yes, if you don't ask him, it implies the Empress is seeking you out. That is unacceptable. She would never actually desire aid from Avernites. If you come as a supplicant, that is more tolerable. Only a little, but still. I see. I request permission to see Her Royal Highness. He nods. We have watched you progress, and you are indeed capable enough for us to risk dealing with you. You may enter. He claps his hands, and there is a click from the door to the throne room. There is something else I would like to know. I see, sadly, I am needed elsewhere. I need to start ensuring that nobody interrupts your time with the Empress. Good luck. You may see the Empress now. He walks through the door to the west and is gone. Oh, alone time with the Empress, eh? You gasp in awe when you see the amazing chamber before you. The walls, floors, and ceiling of semi-precious stone, the intricate craftsmanship, and the fountain of sparkling water ringing the room make this the loveliest sight you have ever seen. To the east, however, is a sight to inspire even more awe and fear as well. Sitting on her throne, watching you cautiously, is Empress Prazak, absolute monarch of the Empire. When you enter, she nods and smiles. The Avernite envoy at last. Come and speak quickly, we don't have much time. Okay. You stand before Empress Prazak, leader of the Empire. In public, she must be the sworn eternal foe of Avernum. Yet, here you are. She looks down at you, quietly evaluating you. She seems strong but not cruel, alert but not nervous, skeptical but not hostile. With a simple regal movement of her hand, she motions you forward. Greetings, mighty Empress. Greetings, I am Prazak, Empress of the Eternals Empire, scion of Pralgad, highest lady of Vantanas. Mistress of Valorim, welcome to Blackcrag Fortress. I am the Empress. I am here to deal with this horrible mess. What else is there to say? Her voice is calm, measured, utterly confident. She bears the near absolute power she wields very well. I think you Avernites can help us, and thus help yourselves. It was difficult to get here. I can imagine. Allow me to make your return here easier. A courtier brings you a key. You will, alas, still have to enter through the back tunnel. I can't be seen as willingly negotiating with Avernum. How did you come to rule the Empire? Hawthorne was my father. He was ruler of the Empire up until some Avernites slew him. She watches you carefully as she says that. Now I have to clean up many of the disasters he left us. Which disasters? Look at the horrible death and expense of the war with Avernum. For that matter, look at the whole Avernum situation. That was his doing. If my people killed your father, why are you willing to deal with me? Hawthorne was a cruel, cold man. To everyone around him, believe me, he is not missed. He was powerful and brilliant, but too cruel to be a truly strong leader. Just look at the whole Avernum situation. He created Avernum. He prized order above all else. So what did he do? Take anyone who damaged his precious order and get rid of them. Other rulers have had enemies, he created his. What do you think of Avernum? I know my father sent warriors, wizards, resources down into Avernum. Not killing them outright was to his credit, I suppose. About the only merciful thing he ever did. But now that the Empire has an enemy, and a strong one at that. And worse, by getting rid of everyone different, everyone creative or unusual, he helped make this horrible mess I have to solve. We need the fresh, creative minds he casually disposed of. What do you know of the monster plagues? Too much. There are hundreds of thousands of our citizens dead, multitudes more wounded or refugees, confidence in the Empire shaken, a whole continent under quarantine. It is a mess. Yes, mess seems to describe it well. And worse, it could have been avoided. Surely your people weren't always confident in the Empire. As an Avernite, I am sure you have a hard time believing how the Empire's people could love us. How the people of the Empire could love their rulers and the prosperity they provide. Not even the Avernum War shook our people's confidence in us. Has the death toll really been that high? If only it weren't true, yes, the toll has been that serious. Why have you imposed quarantine on Valorim? I cannot imagine what they say about us in Valorim now, but the quarantine is a necessity. Otherwise, the monsters may spread. The official purpose is, of course, to have time to prepare to fight them. However, I have serious doubts about our abilities against them. Surely the Empire can defend itself against anything. Whoever made the monsters designed them very well. They attack in completely non-standard ways. You see, when Hawthorne sent anyone different to Avernum, we lost exactly the creative minds, especially in our military, who could have figured out ways to defeat them. Thus, an avoidable catastrophe occurred. Is that why you wanted to see me? Yes. She pauses and steels herself to say what she is about to say. We need Avernum's help. Avernum defeated us. Avernum is the only force that can destroy the monsters too. I have an important offer to make to Avernum. That is why I have a diplomatic mission for you. I will help you as much as I can. She pulls out a scroll and holds it in her hand, looking at it with a strange expression on her face. This needless conflict between the Empire and Avernum, the nations we created, must end and end justly. She hands you the scroll. This is a vital diplomatic message for your master, Anaximander. Odd that she knows all about him. Take it to him, and with all haste, and then return to me. Some Empire soldiers attacked me when we were trying to reach you. I'm not surprised. There are elements in the government disloyal to me. They must be found and removed. They wish nothing but for the war against Avernum to never ever end, no matter what threats face us. What will you do to those disloyal to you? I want to be a just monarch, but I am still the monarch. I will be obeyed. What sort of relationship do you want with Avernum? Avernum should never have existed. Everyone in it should be welcome to return to the surface. Criminals must be punished, but the misfits and fools should be allowed to find their own happiness. As long as one does not act directly against me, I think that person should be allowed to live a life in the sun. Are you in any danger? A monarch is always in danger of assassination. Understand, I am taking a great risk by dealing with you, even in secret. I do it because it's necessary. May I explore this mighty fortress? You may go where you will as long as you do not trouble any guards who prevent your movement. Your visit here must remain discreet. If some forces find that I am meeting with Avernites, there will be difficulties. Okay. Blackcrag Fortress is... oh no, wait. You try to explore some more of Blackcrag Fortress. When you get close to the gate, a guard quickly runs up and waves you back. What are you doing? He hisses. Stay back out of sight or we'll all be in serious trouble. I'm sorry. I just wanted to nick all of this stuff. Okay, interesting. This library is well stocked and well tended. There are books of all sorts in here, from works of fiction and dusty historical tomes to works of more immediate interest to an adventurer such as yourself. Proficiency with the Divine Host spell, what? Weapons storage. This weapons storeroom has been cleaned out. There isn't much dust, so it must have been emptied very recently. A lot of troops must have been outfitted here. They were probably sent into Valorim before the continent was quarantined. Shall we go and see what's in here? Let's dispel that magic barrier. Hello, Win. Unsurprisingly, Blackcrag has its own forge. It is large and well equipped. The woman running it is a top-tier craftswoman. A major Empire fortress would settle for no less. She looks you over, she recognises who you are, and she doesn't care. You have a nice forge here, been busy. All of us in Blackcrag are. I'm helping prepare the army for assault. Of course, I do some work on the side in the meantime. Is there going to be an assault? Sure, you didn't think that the quarantine would last forever, that the Empire would give up on a whole continent? She shakes her head. The counterattack is coming, mark my words. What sort of work on the side? Well, I've made a lot of excellent weapons, which are available at reasonable prices. She points to the gate to the south. There's some machinery in there. Nah. I'd like to sell my shit though, please. Thanks. Why does he keep getting stone blocks? Is it because of this? His inventory just getting like filled with fucking stone blocks. Right, I don't want to go in there. Very interesting what's considered stealing and what isn't. In this game. Like, wine in this room, not stealing. Wine in this room, that is stealing. Very interesting. Right, okay. Time for us to go then. We have to go back to Anaximander. Oh. Well, that makes it easier. A bit. I'm guessing I'm too far away to use my portal. Hey Teeny, how are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How was the stream? How was Baldur's Gate? I'm gonna guess. Can she get us home? No. We killed an infernal being with persuade. You killed it with persuasion. Well, if you are proficient in conversation, anything's possible, right? How is this game? It is interesting. I'm probably about ready to be done with it. I think. It is a good game. If you've never played the Spiderweb games before, I do recommend them. They're kind of very simplistic, as you can probably see, but they're good. Proper sort of old school CRPGs. Very much remind me of old school Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Spiderweb games. Well, I say Spiderweb games. It's one guy, Jeff Vogel, I think his name is. So he did the whole Avernum series. But they're good. Very in-depth, considering the kind of graphical fidelity. This one's it's called Ruined World. It's quite interesting. You have this day timer here to tell you how far through the game you are, and if you haven't conquered some of the plagues that are affecting the world by a certain date, then some of the towns start looking a bit shabby, and some of the NPCs start to die off and stuff like that. So it's a bit of a rush to get around and try and save the world. You tell Anaximander of your first meeting with Empress Prezek and give him the scroll she gave you. He nods, tells you to wait, and leaves. You wait for a day. When you try to return to your room, guards stop you, food is brought to you, and you wait. Eventually, Anaximander returns and says, I have been in communication with King Micah. He believes this is our greatest opportunity, but only if we're very careful. He hands you a scroll sealed with the seal of Avernum. Take this to Empress Prezek. Return as soon as you can with her response. Ugh. Am I just a message courier now? I'm not being funny, but look. My reputation is worshipped. And this is what I've been reduced to. Taking messages from one person to another. Blah. Slimes? I haven't fought these since the start of the game. A worshipped courier, yeah. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm near the end of the game. There's been many plagues of creatures, monsters and stuff that we've had to kind of wipe out. And I've figured out where they're coming from now and who's been creating them. And there's one more plague to kill, or to finish off, which I think is what we're trying to do now. And then, you know, kill the people who were doing it in the first place, I guess. Wait, what? I want to enter it. You haven't paid the toll. Ugh. May I buy a teleporter ticket? Thank you. The only problem, I think, with these games is there's no music at all. Like, you have music on the title screen, and you have like a little ditty whenever you enter a town. Other than that, there's nothing. So I have to put on something else, because it's just, like, I get that it's atmospheric, but I otherwise find it just quite, I don't know. Not dull, but quiet. Right, if you were the fortress, where would you be? Because I'm lost. Where am I? Am I blind? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm miles away. Right. Move on. Just how nice some of the music in Baldur's Gate 3 is. Silence is bad also in real life. Oh, yeah. I'm one of those people where, like, if we're sat eating, I have to have something on in the background, like music or a TV program or, you know, something. The whole, like, if I'm going to be in silence, I have to be absolutely by myself. Like, silence by myself is quite peaceful. Silence when anyone else is involved is, ugh. I still haven't got around to playing Baldur's Gate 3. I really ought to at some point. Not whilst I'm in Norway though. This computer I'm using doesn't have a dedicated graphics card. It's only got integrated. Hence why I'm playing games like this. Oh well. The fact that it can handle OBS and a camera and a game is amazing to me, actually. Right, Empress. I have a missive for you. Prazak sits on her marble bench, a gold circlet resting lightly on her head. What else do you wish to know? How else may we battle the threats that endanger us all? I have seen Anaximander. He gave me a scroll to give to you. You give her Anaximander's message. She reads it and nods. Excellent. It would seem, as they say, that we have a deal. We believe the key to the mystery of these monsters is in Footracer Province, where the alien beasts are imprisoned. We built a wall around Footracer to retain the beasts inside. There are 2 massive gates in that wall. You will now find they will open to you. I grant permission to enter there to investigate. Be careful, and good luck to you. What are the exact terms of the agreement between you and Avernum? She smiles. You are inquisitive. I am afraid that you are also foolish to want to know. If these high matters of state were for you to know, someone would have told you the details, but nobody has. Okay, alright. My brain is too loud for silence. I thought about automating just background music for me. Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice, actually. Just, like, constant background music playing. At the moment they invent, like, chips you can just plug straight into your head and have just things on, is, that's the dream, really, isn't it? Is it not the same PC you ran your old Walking Dead playthroughs on? No, this is a random little, like, slim form factor machine that has nothing on it. Oh, those Walking Dead playthroughs, that's taken me back some time. That must have been like 9 years ago, 8 years ago, something like that. That PC unfortunately exploded probably like 4 years ago. Yeah, back at home in England, I've got it's actually like a supercomputer laptop that I'm gonna say stole. I didn't really steal it, but my old place of work, our marketing and graphic designer team wanted us to buy it, so us IT guys like spec'd it all out and bought it, and then for like a year it just sat in the storeroom. They used it maybe once. This thing was like £5,000, you know, it was like ludicrously expensive. They used it one time and then it just sat in the storeroom, and then when the company was closing our office down and we got made redundant, I took it. So yeah, that's what I currently game on back in England. Right, should we go see Anaximander first? Because he did say return to us. And after that we'll go to the wall. So I do actually have a plan. I'm going to buy a new PC for England, which I'm currently speccing out. And then the next time I come to Norway, I'm going to bring that computer here, so that I've got that one for here, and then my new one for England, right? In my head, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. It also costs a lot of money. I've not moved to Norway. I'm kind of 50-50. I spend probably 4 months a year in Norway, and then the rest in England. Maybe a bit more. I'd like to move to Norway, but they don't want me in. You know, since England fucked ourselves with Brexit, no one wants us. You describe your meeting with Prazak, and Anaximander is delighted. I will report this with great joy. All I have heard indicates that Prazak is a woman of her word. At last, at long, long last, we have a hope of a home on the surface. His smile fades as he begins to plan. We will now do all we can to find those who created these plagues of monsters and bring them to justice. You, we believe, are our best hope, so go forth, all of you, and win us a home. Okay. Does this guy have any treats for us, since we've, you know, done stuff? Have my achievements merited a reward yet? No, apparently not. Fine. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I think Brexit screwed a lot of people over. I mean, there are rules around it. Like, I thought people who were British but living in a foreign country somewhere, they had like a certain amount of time to apply for citizenship, but I guess if you'd not been there long enough to apply, maybe that was the problem. But yeah, honestly, I think a lot of people were very annoyed with Brexit. Well, like 49% of the population didn't want it, right? Right, that was Lorelei. Let's go to Gale. And then we just need to head... this is probably quicker to come this way, actually. I would like to avoid them, yes. Right, off to the final battle. or the final area, which is like this walled off area. Do I go in there or there? There are two entrances. Now I'm confused. I guess I'll go in the south one first. If you don't want citizenship, maybe you didn't want to go through the whole process of getting a worker's permit. Yeah, that's true. Like, I've been looking at work in Norway as well, but it's really awkward, really difficult. People just don't want you. Like, I get it. There's all of the costs of sponsoring someone to come over and work when you could just get a national, right? You found the gates through the walls surrounding the ruins of Footracer Province. Blah 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 blah. And in we go. This was the right one, right? You enter the ruins of the town of Manara. It is littered with the skeletons of the fallen. However, you are surprised to note that many of the skeletons were alien beasts coated with a thin layer of goo. In the middle of town, you see a lot of massive creatures skulking about. Local people first, EU, then everyone else. Yeah. I think, yeah, probably like that in Germany. Exactly the same in Norway, it seems. Ah, well. A lot of bureaucracy. A lot of bureaucracy. Missed? What? Bonk. Okay, what do we got? Lots of corpses. Archers, protectors. You can have those. Smash. I can't move anymore. Ugh. Fine. Right, what is going on around here? It's a very battered town. Yeah, thanks for dropping by, Teeny. It's been good to see you. Have a pleasant night. I hopefully we'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye. Oh, herbs. Don't mind if I do. Bonk. Oh, there's one there as well. Bonk. Would you like to not do that? Fucking everywhere. Saying this is a deserted town, it's so much bigger than most of the towns. Do you know what I mean? Most places are like empty. They're certainly the ones we've been seeing recently. Right, is that the place done? It is. But I'm being attacked anyway. Miss, marvelous, well done. Oh, you're in trouble now. Oh, you were in trouble now. You search the beasts for anything of value. There is nothing. These creatures mindlessly patrol these wastes looking for living things to destroy. There is nothing to be gained from them. An insubstantial shade floats at this crossroads. When you get close, it turns to face you. It's a translucent humanoid, very fuzzy and vague. It starts to speak. You can barely make out its words. All you can understand is, "Have found a way. The dragons are to the southwest. Their weapons can pierce the beasts and leave them." And then the words fade to an inaudible whisper. The shade fades away. I've already got the alien beast slayer, bruv. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Nice, nothing to be gained. Well, I know there's nothing to be gained, but they're chasing me. Okay, what do you want me to do? I will take the grey mold. and then get in a fight. Level up, baby! More level ups. Well, this is alright, isn't it? You are our smart cookie. What have you got? 5, 8, good. You're also a smart cookie. Priest and lockpick. Thank you. Nothing up there. Pointless. Yes. Also pointless. What is it with these like weird little ridges? Alien beasts have been destroying the roads in this province. They've been digging up stones and crushing them in their mighty jaws. No traces of human civilization will be left when these creatures are done. See, that sounds suspicious, doesn't it? Like already, right off the bat. Like, they're being created specifically to wipe out humans. Awful. It's so bad. Go on, have a good slash. No, wait. That doesn't sound quite so good when I say it out loud. Good lord, these things are everywhere. Ow. Is this leading? Ah. Okay. It's all connected. Sort of makes sense, I guess. You enter the ruined town of Ovdipur. The alien beasts have attacked the buildings with their usual vicious thoroughness. A few, though not many, of the creatures are around. There's one of gold bars lying around. Why would they leave their gold? I like gold. You hear loud howls. Sets of massive clawed feet drum across the dead soil heading towards you. The noise comes from all around. The beasts that destroyed Footracer province are apparently cunning enough to set up a decent ambush. Are they indeed? Nope, no one here. Oh god, it's just one of those fucking things. Oh, hello. Let's kill these things. What up? What up? You missed? Excuse me? An enemy is visible. Where? Oh, it's there. I see it. Oh my goodness. They're everywhere. My god. What did he do? Oh, he's terrified. That was a warped beast. You're terrified, you can't cast spells. What an amazing team we've got currently. Ow. Ow. Back to casting spells, baby! You can't, though. Getting a bit overconfident. Getting a bit big for my britches, aren't I? Well, that was nearly the end of me. Let's be a tad more careful, shall we? Fine supplies, some pants. Amazing. Even more pants. Quicksilver Bulwark. It's worth 5,000. 21% armor, 12% parry chance, action points, and lethal blow. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That's all I can say. Right, so what have I done? I've done that. So I could teleport, little hop across over to here. Fight these guys. I fight you. Am I just out of range of him? Set myself up like a right little ninny. What's this place? Hello, alien beasts. You're all going to die now. You have met your match. Lightning is unacceptable. Just explore the outskirts of this town. Bosh. I can hear something somewhere. Nope. No. I'm not fighting you through a window. It's not how this works. When abandoning these towns, Empire wizards set several traps designed to ensnare and slay some of the marauding beasts. The beasts had been cunning enough to avoid the snares, you were not. You step on a tiny symbol, too small to notice. It flashes brightly. Suddenly, from all directions, you hear the sounds of roaring flame and screaming beasts. A hot wave of sulphurous wind hits you. This town is now a very unsafe place to be. Mad Mage. Oh, they become a warped beast. When he hits them, the warped little maid strips away much of the beast's magic. Interesting. Was that a good robe or a bad robe? Robe of the Magi. I should really pay attention to these things a bit more, shouldn't I? 5,000 plus 6. Whoa, that is better, isn't it? Yep. Yep. He was trying to charm me. Did he just try to charm me? Does he know who I am? Gonna do a little quick save as we run back into here and see if that happens. Oh wait, hang on. There's crumbly ruin walls over here. Could probably just get her to break them open, right? I am expecting something wonderful. There was nothing wonderful. There are bits of bone and torn armor on the ground around these guard towers. The rest was eaten by alien beasts. People, weapons, clothes, everything. I'm back over at the giant wall. Explore over here first, I think. I find an energy elixir. You find the shredded remains of an Empire patrol. They were utterly devastated by the alien beasts. Their equipment and bones are scattered all over the landscape. It looks like some of their supplies might have survived, but it'll take a while to pick through them. You search the guards. The alien beasts have broken their weapons and chewed up their armor. You find some gold and a nice bronze ring. As you turn to leave, you see that the alien beasts have trapped you in the valley. Well, sucks to be them. Stop it. That's outrageous. What is this town? Wyvern's Pass. Just scour the outskirts of town like I always do. So, warning to humans, the town is trapped, stay out. Oh dear. You son of a fucking biscuit. Bum. The enemy slows me, yes, but I should be able to get a good amount of them from there. Then you're gonna heal us all up. we go. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So you say the town is trapped. But where does the traps come from? Here, maybe? This town is now a very unsafe place, yes. So let's just run away and go back in. Lanterns to sell. I don't think there's anything I want in there anyway. Wyvern Pass was a small mining town, and this building was meant to store the efforts of the people's labours. The humans are gone, but pleasingly, some of the loot remains. A banshee? The fuck did you come from? Okay, everyone dies. We're all super, super happy. This is one of those magical chests that I never do anything with. This felt pointless. Amazing. Flee. This massive bridge, a prime example of Empire engineering, has survived the assaults and abuses of the alien beasts so far. A pack of the creatures stands halfway across. While they wait for you to attack, they occasionally take bites out of the stone bridge. They are reducing it small chunk by small chunk to gravel. As soon as you take a step forward, they attack without hesitation. These guys really wanted a piece. A rod of alacrity. Right. Ahead you see the ruins of Keep Tinraia. Once it was the largest city in Valorim, a major centre of trade and learning. Then it was abandoned to the continuous onslaught of the alien beasts. The walls have huge holes in them. Alien beasts lurk around the edges of the city, ripping chunks out of the walls in their mighty jaws. The creatures are devouring the proud city bit by bit. Find 150 outdoor locations. Yeah, baby. However, I think that's going to call it. It's nearly midnight. I'm going to save the game over the surface. Bye bye. I'm going to call it what was it called? Tinraia? Bye bye. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Probably stream tomorrow, finish off Avernum. That'll be nice, won't it? Get the game done with. After 60 odd hours, we will be done. I'll catch you then. Bye bye.